I'm going to start your reading for lovely Gemini. The first card you have your past is the Page of Pentacles. Yes, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing growth, and I'm seeing watching, and I'm seeing nurturing in this card. I'm actually seeing you watching someone, maybe even watching over someone. And yes, you could have been nurturing this person, watching over them. I keep on seeing this watching over and this caring. You're watching them grow, watching someone grow into themselves, actually. I hope that makes sense. This is someone who you really, really care about. You still care about this person now, and it's like you were watching them grow, I keep on seeing watching them grow, and they hadn't reached their full potential yet, but they were like wildflowers. If you look at these tiny wildflowers around this page's feet, there are all these little tiny wildflowers. So they're wild, they're new, they're fresh, they're just growing. They're not in rows, they're not neat, they're not planted for any reason. They're just there. They're just there, and they're just new, and they're just enjoying being there. So this is what's happening. You're just naturally watching this person grow and this person come into themselves. And you're really happy. You're really happy to do this. You're happy to see whoever this was grow and learn. Yes, this sounds a bit strange. This is going to sound a bit strange, but the other thing I'm seeing is that you are having to wake up early. You're having to wake up early for some reason. So I'm seeing you kind of forcing yourself to jump out of bed, and here's this sun up in the sky. That's what I'm seeing with this pentacle, and you're looking up to the sun saying, oh, time to get up, and so you had to raise yourself up. Because I'm seeing also early mornings, new beginnings, all of this kind of thing. Yes, new growth. The next card you have for your past is the Moon. So yes, you also had some stress around you. I'm seeing you had some stress around you at this time. You're worried about a situation you're in, but not just a situation you're in. You're more worried about really the outcome of the situation you're in. That's what I'm seeing. You're in this situation and you just didn't know where this was going to lead. You're really worried about this. And there was a path in front of you. There was a clear path in front of you, like the path in front of this lobster at the bottom of this card. It's coming out of the water and there's a path in front of it. So there was a path, but you weren't sure kind of where this was going to lead you. You're afraid of the outcome. And you're also afraid of what might be on this path. You're afraid of danger on this path. I'm just looking at this wolf and this dog on either side, so you could have been feeling that as you go down this path, or up this path I should say, there's going to be danger on either side. I'm not actually seeing a bad outcome for you. I'm not seeing a bad outcome. And yes, you're worried. There was a good reason why you were worried at this time, I'm seeing. But you weren't able to see everything that was happening. It was like you just had to follow down a path, but you weren't able to see what was at the end of it. And that's why you're a bit worried, because you didn't know what was at the end. But after you come to the end of this path, you're definitely going to be able to see everything in proper perspective. You're going to be able to see the full picture of everything. I'm just looking at these two watchtowers on this card, and you know, when you're up in a watchtower, you can see down and see the whole landscape. You can see everything, and you're going to be able to see everything when you get to the end of this path. That's what I'm seeing. So you'll be able to see the whole picture eventually. The next card, the last card you have your past is the Page of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing this could be about children. I always see young people learning things when I see the pages. That's usually what it's about. But I am specifically seeing children around you at this time, or a child, or someone, children, someone with a lot of energy who's younger than you, who runs around. And they could have been trying to, someone could be trying to get you to actually spend extra money on something, I'm seeing. I'm not seeing them doing anything sneaky. I'm not seeing anyone trying to manipulate you to spend money or persuade you or anything like that. I am seeing someone who's probably a bit excited, a bit childlike, and maybe a little bit enthusiastic. So this could have been something to do with technology, the latest thing, the latest, whatever it is, might be the latest phone or the latest gadget or the latest game or something to do with technology. And they're all excited wanting this. But I'm seeing that you are careful not to overspend at this time. So you probably weren't giving in to whatever this was. because this is tied in with you feeling unsure of your future, unsure of what's in this path. You probably wanted to save some money. You probably didn't want to spend unnecessarily because you weren't sure of your financial future. But I'm seeing it's something like someone saying, it might be like a child saying to you, or saying to their mother, or so. I'm just seeing something like this, that, oh, can I please have that, please? And you say, no, not at this time, not right now. Might be something like that, you know, that kind of scenario. The first card you have, your present, is the Queen of Cups. So yes, looking at your emotions, kind of not trapped in your emotions, but just kind of a little bit oversensitive, over-emotional. That's how I'm seeing you are at this time, feeling a little bit oversensitive. I'm seeing little things that maybe they wouldn't normally bother you might be really getting to you at this time. It could be, I'm also seeing there could be someone around you who can be a little bit insensitive. So it's a bad combination having you and this person together at the same time if they're insensitive and you're very sensitive. I am seeing someone, and I'm seeing this as probably a family member. They think they're being funny. They're not actually funny at all. Yes, again, a family member I'm seeing. And yes, you'd usually roll your eyes at this person with what they have to say, but you're going to be quite touchy. You're not going to feel like rolling your eyes. You're going to be a lot more sensitive to what they're saying. I'm not actually seeing you saying anything to this person because, you know, the Queen of Cups is usually a very quiet card, an introspective card. So you're going to take this in and just think about this yourself. You're not going to say anything. I am seeing you're going to be quite upset, or you are quite upset by this person, just generally sensitive anyway. Yes, you're not going to say anything. I actually wish you would say something to this person because they're very rude. I'd say something, but I'm Aries, ignore me. Yes, they're very rude. They like to talk about people's appearances. That's what I'm seeing in this card. They might not have been saying anything about your appearance at this time, but they do like to comment on people's appearances, which I really don't like people like that. It's very rude. Yes, you're quite oversensitive over this, but you weren't saying anything. That's what I'm seeing. Or you're not. This is the present. The next card you have, your present, is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, this is a very sensitive time for you. I'm seeing you guarding yourself, guarding your feelings, guarding your heart, guarding your thoughts. Look at this man. He's hugging himself. He's hugging this coin to himself. And, you know, just not wanting to let anyone in. You just didn't want to let people in at this time. And I'm seeing you, or you're not at this time. I'm sorry, I keep on saying the past, but it's in the present. Yes, this is around family again, I'm seeing. I'm seeing around family. There could be something that you don't want to reveal to people. You might have some plans you don't want to reveal to people. So yes, of course you don't want to reveal anything to this rude person ever again. But yes, there could be something you're planning and keeping to yourself. So people might be asking you questions. Oh, so what have you been doing lately? And what are you going to do? Have you got any plans? What are you going to do? And you might just not say anything to them. You might just sit there and not really say much. Say, oh, I don't know really. I don't know. And you might change the subject, or you might just be very quiet. You're not wanting to answer their questions. You're not wanting to even talk about this until you're ready to talk about it. And I think that's the right way to go, because you especially don't want to talk about it at this time when you're so sensitive. So you're right. The last card you have, your present, is the High Priestess. Yes, here we are. This High Priestess is about wisdom, instincts, knowing things, keeping things to yourself, not revealing things, all of that kind of thing. So again, this is reflecting the Four of Pentacles. I'm seeing you just, people might be asking you about your plans. Again, I'm seeing the same thing, and you're just sitting there not saying anything, sitting quietly, maybe with a little smile on your face, kind of like a little knowing smile, a bit like the Mona Lisa when people ask you questions, sitting there not saying anything. But yes, you're being self-preserving. You're very wise about this because you are so sensitive. You don't want to open yourself up to questioning and comments and people disagreeing and all of this kind of stuff. You just want to keep it to yourself at this time. Very, very wise. You're right about this. The last card you have, your future, is Judgment. So yes, I hope this is going to make sense. I'm seeing, what I'm seeing is two sides in this cards. Two sides, two sides in this card. Two sides to a story. Two sides to a story. yes, this could be something to do with this outcome you're worried about in the moon card I'm seeing. I'm just thinking about. Yes, there could be weighing up of both sides of something. Both sides are going to want to have to be heard before you come to whatever this outcome is. And I'm seeing these two sides because if you look at this card, there's a man, woman and a child in the front. But also if you look behind that, there's a reflection of them. So there's a mirror image of them. There's a man, woman and child on the other side facing them. So two sides. So there's one side trying to be heard, because the judgment card is all about please forgive me, you're judging me, all of that kind of thing. So they want to be heard, and then the people on the other side, who is a reflection, who are reflections of them, want to be heard as well. I hope that makes sense. So yes, two sides are going to want to have their say be heard, and they're going to have to do this before you get to the outcome in the moon card. And I'm also seeing that again in the moon card with these two, this wolf and this dog, two people wanting to have their say, kind of talking or barking at each other in that kind of way, two sides. But I am also seeing fairness here. I'm seeing fairness because obviously there's an angel. This angel's blowing his trumpet, but he is an angel. And so angels have, want the best. They want fairness. They're watching over things. They want good for people. So I'm seeing that this will be fair. This outcome will be fair on whatever this is. The next card you have, your future, is Temperance. So yes, again, blending two sides and trying to blend these two sides, or maybe not blending, but trying to balance the two sides, trying to hear both sides of the story, weigh things up and see what happens. And again, in this card, there's an angel in this card again, overseeing everything, watching over everything. And I'm also seeing someone, I'm seeing someone in this situation or around this situation might be, they might actually be big noting themselves or making themselves look a bit better than they are, something like that, trying to embellish themselves, trying to embellish a story, look better than it actually is. This person's going to be forced to come back down to the earth. They're going to have to come back down to earth. If you look at this beautiful angel, they have a foot in the water, a foot in their emotions, but also the other is on the earth. On the earth. Back down to earth. So whoever this is going to have to come back down to earth. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your future, is the Queen of Wands. So yes, you might be feeling a bit worried about this. Of course, I'm seeing this in the moon card and all the way through this. You're worried about the outcome. You're worried about having your side heard. You're worried about this other person having their side heard, big noting themselves, bigging themselves up, and maybe you're going to feel a bit lost. You're not going to. You're going to be okay. This is going to be okay. You're going to be organized, but you're going to have to try and summon up some sort of enthusiasm and some sort of energy and some sort of optimism from inside yourself. If you look at this Queen of Wands, she has a wand next to her. She has a sunflower in her hand, optimism. She wants to move forward, and you're going to have to find this inside yourself. You're going to have to throw your despair aside and find some sort of strength inside yourself so that people can hear your say. People can hear your side. That's what I'm seeing. Now, I am seeing a good outcome in this because I'm seeing these beautiful two angels, one in the Judgment card, one in the Temperance card. I'm also seeing whoever this other person is, they're going to be falling back down to earth. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm not seeing negativity. I'm seeing positivity. So remember this. Think about this when you're looking to look inside yourself to look for this future outcome. It's going to be positive. So be positive about this. I know it's very difficult when you're stressed, but try to be positive. Try to hold this beautiful sunflower. That's what I'm seeing. So Gemini, I hope this resonated. But as you know, general readings can't always resonate with every single person. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. And thank you so much for watching.